Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gpexalarm 101, and welcome to the first episode of the Gpexalarm Co. Fire and Security Show. So let's jump right into this video. I'm going to be covering two topics today. Where have I been and what am I going to be doing? Where's the system test? And the second topic will be the difference between 2-wire and 4-wire. Now, the first thing that I mentioned, you're probably more interested in this particular topic. Where have I been? Well, I'll tell you where I've been. I have been very busy with school and at baseball. I've been dedicated to my school baseball team, and if I missed a practice, the whole team ran, and I didn't get to play the next game. So I needed to be there, and it was very important that I was there. So I had to do what I had to do, and it limited my time working on the fire alarm system. So that was very unfortunate. However, that was a decision I made, and I love baseball, so I'm not gonna stop playing. Anyway, now I'm doing summer ball and looking for a job. So that's just basically my summer right now. Anyhow, I've had a lot of time to be able to work on the system, though, and I've made various changes. If I scoot back over here, you see a pull station there. You see a long wire. You can't really see it, but there's a pull station back this way too. Pardon the thunder. There is a storm outside, and I do apologize if I sound a little congested. I do have a cold. I always have a cold. This is normal, but do pardon the mess as well. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on right now. Anyway, now into what the show is. This show is going to be for you guys. I'm going to be doing this weekly. You can ask a question in the comments below. And with that being said, please do like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so already. But drop your comments down below, and I'll try to answer as many as I can in the weeks to come. So, let's get started here. Now, today I'm going to be explaining the difference between 2-wire and 4-wire. I'm not really going to demonstrate anything. I'm just going to be explaining this. So, what is 2-wire? What is 2-wire and 4-wire? Well, I'm not going to be referring to smoke detectors in this video. I'm referring to NAC wiring. 2-wire is where there's a pair of wires going to and from the device, because devices are wired in parallel. If you're only doing 1 wire to and 1 wire out of, that would be 1 wire, and that would be impossible because, well, you have to have a negative energy and a positive energy. You can't just have one pole, as far as we know yet. However, science has come a long way when they figure out how to treat cancer correctly and cure that, and then when they cure stupidity, then they'll probably try to find some way to use one strand of energy to do everything, and then the world's going to change again, just like with Apple releasing a new iPhone every year. Anyhow, I'm sorry I'm hitting these controversial subjects. Anyway, 2-wire and 4-wire. This is the great hybrid as far as 2-wire and 4-wire goes, because this is capable of doing both. Now, 2-wire, pair of wires going to an alarm, pair of wires coming out going to the next device until the very end of the circuit, and then there's an end-of-line resistor for supervision purposes, which I'll get to in another video. 2-wire. The big thing with 2-wire is that a certain pulse can synchronize syncable strobes. If it's not a sync strobe, though, it won't synchronize because the capacitors are not on a timer. The timer reads the pulse, and it fires the strobe every time that that pulse is found. And when another particular pulse is picked up on that circuit, say the pulse changes a little bit, then it can also silence the alarm and keep the strobes going. That's the neat thing about 2-wires with syncable devices, is that you're still able to do audible silence. If it's a non-sync 2-wire device, good luck trying to do audible silence. I wish you the best of luck. It's not possible, as far as I know. Now, I could be completely wrong in that statement. However, I don't see that being possible. Well, maybe. We'll get to that. That's a really tough question. So, now, the advantages of 2-wire is that you're saving on wire. The disadvantage is that you can't pulse the horn in a particular way without affecting the strobe. Now, that's where 4-wire really picks up on the other. 4 wire is the exact opposite. There's two pairs of wires going to the alarm, and then 2 pairs coming out of it going to the next alarm. And the real big disadvantage with this is that you double the amount of wire that you could potentially use. Now, the real big advantageous thing, and I like 4 wire for this, is you can have cool signal coding options like March time. March time continuous. Continuous is also a sync option on most devices except Wheelock. Wheelock does not let you synchronize on anything but temporal 3. Even if you set the alarms to continuous, they will still do code 3 when synchronized. Anyway, that's a whole different topic. Again, sorry I have a cold. I'm still trying to get over it. It's very difficult to sound normal while doing that. Battery warning. Sorry, I got a battery warning. I had to tap the screen. Anyway, now the neat thing about the Commander 3, and I'm sorry, I forgot to go over the last advantageous thing of having a 4-wire system, is that you're able to still do audible silence regardless of whether the devices are syncable or not. Like in the case of the MT424 LSM. The LSM strobe's not syncable, but the MT4 is a 4-wire device, therefore I can do audible silence. However, it's going to require more wires. If I decide to jump the horn to the horn positive to the strobe positive and the horn negative to the strobe negative, then I am unable to do audible silence. And when I pulse the knack, it's going to, well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Anyway, now the neat thing about the Gentex Commander 3 is it lets you choose based on your needs, dip switch 1 and dip switch 2. If one of those or both are in the off position, which means they're in the position that position 6 is in right now, then it will be operating on 4-wire operation. Now, if they're both on, like as shown here, then it is in 2-wire operation, which is what I used it in for the longest time, except for in, I think it was System Test 8, that I had it in 4-wire operation because I wanted to do signal coding options. And signal coding options are great because they allow you to do various different things without having to do a lot of work. So, that just about wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed this video, and even if you didn't enjoy this video, please do me a favor. Like the video. Please put your comment down below. I'll try to answer if you have a question in the next video. If you don't have a question, I'll just choose a random topic. Anyway, with that being said, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.